Viewers, India's #1 news brand Times Now kicks off poll season with the most definitive election broadcast. Over the next 3 hours, stay glued for the biggest pre-election survey across the Hindi belt states of Chattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Apart from Uttar Pradesh, remember, these 3 states are more than others, yes, perhaps more than others, are going to decide the fate of the NDA and the Congress in the general elections of 2019. So we've also decided to bring to you projections for the 65 Lok Sabha seats that fall within the boundaries of these 3 Hindi belt states. Twin projections for Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha tonight from 2 comprehensive pre-election surveys. The first poll survey is the War Room Strategy Survey. This is for Madhya Pradesh. We are unlocking it. Pay attention. Here's a quick look at the methodology. There you can see it on your screens. It has an inbuilt error, margin of error of ±3%, which is quite standard for a poll of that size. 14,569 respondents. Survey was conducted between August 16th and September 30th. So the last phase was conducted just over a week ago. The samples have been collected from all 230 assembly segments. This is very definitive. Many hundreds of pollsters went door to door and asked questions face to face. No room for any ambiguity. No room for any ambiguity, viewers. Let's quickly put out the numbers for you. This is what our first survey, the War Room Strategies Survey, is telling us. In Madhya Pradesh, as of today, out of 230 seats, if there were elections, BJP will win 142, the Congress 77, the others, which is primarily the Bahujan Samaj Party, will have 11 seats. So the BJP is expected to retain Madhya Pradesh convincingly. Now, let's just compare the swing, the seat swing. The BJP, though down 23 seats from 2013, which was the last assembly elections, the Congress up 20, is still going to be a over and above comfortable victor in this particular state. Now, the others, look at that column, not dramatically increasing, but when we bring you the vote share figures, you will understand just how important the others are going to prove to be. That's what we're basing these projections on. A 44% BJP vote share, the Congress will have 35% and the others 21%. Remember, there's a margin of error of ±3%. Now, if you look at the vote share swing, there you can see the others are the biggest beneficiaries, 2.24%. But look at the numbers, not much. The BJP losing over 2013, which is 5 years back, Shivraj Singh Chauhan holding on there. But the Congress losing almost 1.5%. Now that is very big in a direct contest, viewers. And the biggest principal gainer are the others. That's why the Congress, Kamal Nath, even today retains hope of allying with the Samajwadi Party, perhaps even the Bahujan Samaj Party. He's hoping against hope that the news that is coming out from the Samajwadi Party camp is proven false. Now I'm going to open this up, but very quickly, let's take a couple of what we call qualitative questions. We asked, whom do you prefer as Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister? Let's just go full frame for 30 seconds. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, who do you feel should retain that spot? 61% Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Kamal Nath, Jyotiraditya Scindia, a distant second. Now, viewers, let us try to bring you a poll of polls. A poll of polls. There have been a couple of other important surveys that have been conducted. They were brought out on Friday and Thursday of last week. Ours is the latest one, which of course comes just 2 days after the Election Commission announced the poll dates. There you can see them. The poll of polls for Madhya Pradesh, that's the seat projection there, 125 and the Congress 100. Why is that number narrowing so much? Because the ABP voter gave Madhya Pradesh to the Congress party. So two very different projections. Our poll says the BJP is retaining comfortably. ABP voter predicted an upset, a massive upset for the Bharatiya Janata Party. That's what's narrowed this difference down. Now remember, Chrome Analytics has also done a survey for us. Which way will that survey go? We will let you know at 9 p.m. on the news hour. But I want to open this out because there are many inferences to be drawn. With us this evening, Amitabh Tiwari, political analyst and someone who knows a little bit about the War Room Strategies Private Limited survey that has been conducted. Also with us, Shazia Ilmi of the Bharatiya Janata Party, R. Rajgopalan, senior journalist, Ashutosh Mishra, Sanjeev Srivastava, senior journalist, needs no introduction. Sabha Naqvi will be joining the broadcast in just a few moments. Abdul Razak Khan, political analyst, joining us also on this broadcast. I want to open this out. Anyone here surprised by this outcome? Mr. Razak Khan, if you look at some of the numbers, they will convey to you complete dominance by the BJP, at least in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Perhaps the decision not to forge an alliance costing the Congress.
Rahul, first of all, it is a really, it is a surprising survey.
Okay.
Now, looking at C voter and looking at ABP poll.
That's one.
I am really surprised how your channel has given such a massive victory kind of a survey to BJP, because we have to look into what exactly is happening in Madhya Pradesh. The BJP had to bring in a new face as the party president. We have to see kind of, the SC/ST act that was diluted by the BJP, and once again BJP went with the act which is not, holding good with the upper caste. And we also have to look at the caste politics of the Madhya Pradesh. 65% of the voters in Madhya Pradesh vote as per the caste. So if you look at all these, calculations, I think this survey is surprising, Rahul, for me.
Okay, surprising. You are finding it surprising. You had wanted, obviously, a Congress sweep. Okay, let's look at some of the questions we asked. How did we come to these numbers? Apart from asking the most basic question, what is the basis on which you will cast your vote? Shivraj Singh's leadership, party, 31 and 28%. Development, only 18%. So, Abdul Razak is right. People aren't really voting because the state government has performed very well. They are perhaps still voting because there is an affinity towards Shivraj Singh Chauhan, because perhaps, and this is something we should note, Shivraj Singh Chauhan doesn't really have someone on the other side who could pose the kind of challenge. Maybe that's one of the reasons. That number is also put out. Who do you prefer as Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister? Only 17%, Jyotiraditya Scindia. There you can see it. Under whose leadership must the Congress contest polls? Maybe the Congress has not been able to project decisively, unlike in Rajasthan, who they want as the face for Chief Ministership. Kamal Nath is in there. Some people believe that Jyotiraditya Scindia should be there. And you can see Kamal Nath not very well off there, 13%, Digvijay Singh 11%, collective leadership 10%, Jyotiraditya Scindia 32%. That's the big problem, ambiguity. Let's have a look at the other one. And this is an important question. Whom do you prefer as Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister? Shivraj Singh Chauhan, cutting across the popularity, obviously, of his party, A, B, the other candidates. will Congress benefit from a Gathbandhan? Very important question. 38% say yes, no, say 36%. Congress by itself is not seen as a credible alternative. It needs a little bit of help. Maybe that's the reason why, Abdul Razak, people are saying, yes, we can give you more seats, but maybe we will still retain faith in the BJP. Do you think this is unreasonable, Mr. Srivastava?
Rahul, what I think is that, like your survey is pointing out, I don't know what the exact result will be and who will win, but according to me also from a distance, BJP seems to have an edge in Madhya Pradesh. And the reason is one and simple: Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Despite 15 years of anti-incumbency, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has managed to somehow keep a low profile. He comes across as a humble man in the eye of most voters, and that's why he's liked. And he can somehow project himself as a man of the masses. Now, the Congress, what it is depending on is that if there is a 15-year anti-incumbency which is so huge, which can take them through past the winning post. That could have happened if they had tied up with the BSP, because BSP has a crucial 6, 7, 8% vote share in Madhya Pradesh. That has not happened.
That's not
the other imponderable in Madhya Pradesh, which nobody seems to be talking about, that there is a new party which has come up there, which is Sapaksh party, which is a high caste combination, which may cut into some BJP votes, because this SC/ST Act is creating problems for BJP across North India. There is a much resentment amongst upper caste, the traditional vote base of BJP.
The trouble is that if that is actually the issue, I'm not seeing the Congress focus on that issue. They're more bothered about Shiv Bhakti,
and
Bam Bam Bole, all
Congress
sorts of other stuff.
Confused in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, let me bring it.
Because between Scindia and Kamal Nath, one is young, but he doesn't have the mandate, Scindia, and he also comes across as a little bit of Maharaja to many. Kamal Nath has the money bags, has the wherewithal to finance an election, but he's not exactly young. So he takes his own time getting organized and being on the move.
Okay, let me bring in
Congress
Shazia
is on the back foot.
What will worry the Bharatiya Janata Party? And let me play devil's advocate here, Shazia Elmi. Two polls, diametrically opposite almost. Conclusions. This is not the cakewalk that you were hoping it would be. The Congress, if you were to look at the poll of polls, and remember, there is still the Chrome Analytics poll that we have with us. It's right here in front of me, the numbers. They will be released rather. News are at 10, news are at 9 with Navika Kumar. So things could change. The suspense is going to continue this evening. But I can tell you, 125-100, it just tells you that even the voter perhaps is a bit confused. If the Congress is confused, so is the voter. And that's not comfortable for you.
No, Rahul, can I come in, please? I don't think the voter is at all confused. There is a reason why Madhya Pradesh has withstood, BJP has withstood anti-incumbency 3 times. It's because of Shivraj Singh Chauhanji's leadership, and there is a reason for that. It is not, it's work for work's sake, but what are the attributes? What do you attribute it to? If you see the state is an agriculturally dependent state.
But
there's a 14.8% increase in agricultural production. It's one of the fastest growing agricultural states. If you look at the cultivable land, in the last 13 years, the cultivable land has become 5 times more. Look at the advantage that the farmers get. So we are looking at these states that were traditionally very, very backward. And in terms of development, the sheer statistics in terms of road, rail connectivity, the complete 24/7 electric supply, and absolutely peaceful
then
leadership.
Why isn't it reflecting on the performance index?
That marks of inclusive development.
Then it should reflect on the performance index. People are not choosing
No, it
you.
is.
Familiarity is one thing.
In Madhya Pradesh,
no, look at the number. I want to pull that out. Let's go back to that question.
Voters' first choice is Shivraj Singh Chauhan.
BJP's leadership will do well to note. And this is the big takeaway. No. That performance is not the driving support for the BJP. What is the basis on which you'll cast your vote? There you can see. Shivraj Singh's leadership, 31%. Party, the BJP familiarity represents a certain stability, perhaps.
Because of performance.
Okay. No, but look at development.
Leadership for leadership's sake.
Look at development.
So this is
18%.
the leadership that provides
Caste issues only 4%.
Development. that
farm
provides
support
growth,
schemes 3%.
that gets better
3%
on all
farm
the social
support
and
schemes.
human indices.
Farm support 3%. Development only 18%. It's not in the equation. And therefore you have this dichotomy. Let me bring in Ashutosh Mishra.
No,
Ashutosh
I
Mishra
think when you
and Mr. Rajagopal.
Rahul, they're not mutually exclusive of each other. Shivraj Singh Ji's popularity and all the other indicators that you factor in at this point of time, which become the parameters of your research or your methodology, are not mutually exclusive of each other. Obviously,
Okay, they're not mutually exclusive.
The leadership
Ashutosh,
is
respond
preferred.
to that.
He is the most preferred
Ashutosh
voter's
Mishra,
choice
respond to
because
that.
of all
Not
this
mutually exclusive. One second, Shahzad. Let him respond.
What Ms. Ilmi has perhaps missed is the sort of fear that is there in the Sangh Parivar that Shivraj Singh Chauhan is on a weak wicket. There is news that RSS has doubled the strength of its workers, the booth workers that it used to do, to ensure that Mr. Chauhan wins. Then just
So
yesterday we had news that Computer Baba, all those
but do
the
you have
Computer
any
Baba
workers?
had
Okay,
resigned.
fine. Even
He
if
said
it's true, but do you
now
have workers at all, or your
there are people there
base
who are
has been halved
there are people who
and
are
zeroed,
forming
that you don't have any
groups
workers to work for you.
campaign for Congress. The point here is that Mr. Chauhan, as the two polls are very
because
different,
there are
and the
Congress
reason for that
cadres.
may be the choice of people that were chosen. And as you rightly pointed out, there
so
is
one
still
poll went
a long
only to
time
BJP
go
supporters,
before
the other
polls
went to
happen.
Congress supporters. Welcome on the show. Savar Naqvi, I'm going to ask you, two diametrically opposite polls, even we're confused here. This is the Chrome poll that will be coming out at about 9 o'clock, so we still have to hang back for that. But the War Room Strategies poll that we have put out, and remember, War Room Strategies had put out rather surprisingly a month ago, and you were here, and put the BJP at the Lok Sabha at about 228, if I'm not mistaken, 227. And they've this time, however, come out with Madhya Pradesh and said comfortable. BJP is going to win 142. So it's not as if there are some, BJP acolytes who are drawing up these polls. But I just want to ask you, is this a reason for the BJP to be worried? Because usually, if there is a wave in your favor, every poll will indicate that. Here you have two diametrically opposite polls. The ABP C voter poll suggests that the Congress will win. If you look at the poll of polls, it's 100 to 125, the BJP at 125 because of our poll. So there is this huge differential.
I think what's happening, Rahul, is that there is a section in Madhya Pradesh which has not made up its mind.
Not made up.
Madhya Pradesh is socially a very different. Most of us are trained in the UP Bihar school of politics. It's very feudal, and there has been a whole upper caste annoyance with the policies of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and there are economic issues which have disappointed also. Let's accept that. But these are people who are in their heart more inclined to vote for the BJP, and they don't feel like doing it this time. So I think we are going to not get clear indicators till we come closer to voting day. I think that is what is going on in the state of MP in particular, where
that should worry. That should worry, Mr. Rajagopalan. There is no decisive.
Rahul, I agree with you. That should worry BJP because it is showing a pendulum crosses one end to another end. So therefore, there is a concern. Apart from that, three major things which Congress did. Mr. Digvijay Singh's Padayatra did not yield result for Congress. Jyotiraditya Scindia's different version of Padayatra did not yield result, which indicate only 77 as per one survey, as per another survey 125. So these are all certain contradictions. The momentum has not picked up. That shows. That is the reason why this pendulum is
certainly Rafale corruption.
Apart from that, Rahul, still these three states which are going to polls or the connect between Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Manmohan Singh and Narendra Modi. So therefore there is no tension of course social engineering or social problems or communal problems in these three states. They have ruled well. BJP, they are hoping to retain all the three.
Okay, we'll take a short break. I'll come right back. We'll come out to also the War Room Strategies analyst to ask him why are there these disparate numbers, two very different conclusions being reached. We'll come right back. Don't go away. Well, we've called out at least one of the states, Madhya Pradesh, That's the number, 142 for the BJP, Congress 77, others 11. This is a poll that has been conducted by War Room Strategies. The respondents number about 14,000. I just want to quickly bring in Amitabh Tiwari. Mr. Tiwari, a political analyst with War Room Strategies. Many people are surprised by this because just a few days ago, ABP-C voter came out with a absolute opposite projection. How is it that your number is so different? Amitabh.
We are confident about our survey and do not want to comment on how the ABP got the numbers. But three things are very clear and distinctly alarming in the ABP survey. One is that they have given 16% vote share to others, while they are giving 0 seats to others. Historically, others have got 5 to 10 seats in MP. Second dichotomy, the biggest dichotomy in the survey is that Shivraj Singh Chauhan leads the popularity ratings of who people want to see as CM, but they say Congress as winning. This is a big dichotomy. In all last polls we have seen that the party whose leader leads the popularity ratings goes on to win the elections. Third is that even in UP on your channel, our survey was right, whereas the ABP survey, ABP was predicting a SP win while we were predicting a BJP win. So there are 2-3 things which are distinctly alarming in their survey, and we are very confident of our numbers.
Okay, confident of your numbers, Mr. Razak? Okay, yes. Quick response.
I mean, is ABP the C voter? No, that's
yes, ABP C voter.
The same one that's been going around.
Yes, that's been going on. This is 2 days old.
But Siddaramaiah was seen as the most popular chief ministerial face. The Congress lost.
The Congress
so
lost.
All it's races for horses for courses, as they said. No, not every time the same formula applies.
The momentum is picking up. It is going to create a different ideology, different narrative. You wait and watch.
Narendra Modi has not even entered the fray as yet. In Madhya Pradesh,
yesterday
Mr.
the Ajmer was very successful.
We saw in Karnataka, we saw in Gujarat. I remember everyone amongst us in Gujarat said this time upset hone wala hai.
According to me, Rahul, I would like to comment on Rajgopalan sir.
Yes. No, 1 minute, Mr. Razak.
Rahul, I would like to comment on Shazia Ilmi and Rajgopalan sir's comments. If Shivraj Singh's clout was so much and if he was so much popular, unlike previous other elections, this time even Shivraj Singh had to have a Jan Ashirwad Yatra covering all the districts and all the booths of the entire Madhya Pradesh.
The election
so
is
if you look at Shivraj Singh Chauhan himself, if he was confident, he would go with the Jan Ashirwad Yatra.
The election is Yatra.
But election is about
Don't differentiate that.
It is about mass contact. It is not like Maharajas not stepping out.
But this time he had to go to each and every district.
That is campaign.
It is about Yatras. It is about taking Ashirwad from the people.
Sir,
it is not about being in a Udyogpati or a Maharaja sitting in your citadel
BJP has failed
and waiting for people to come and touch your feet. That is the reason why Shivraj Chauhan
What happened in Karnataka?
That is why there are no takers when it comes to voters.
Okay, also remember the Sangathan is extremely strong in Madhya Pradesh. So, 1 minute, viewers, I need to come in here. Remember, the Sangathan is very, very strong, and we're talking about RSS. The RSS is extremely strong, traditionally been very strong in Madhya Pradesh. Huge cadre mobilization can take place at the drop of a hat. Obviously,
if I can come in here, Rahul, let me say that it is actually the strongest ever in Madhya Pradesh. There is a people think the RSS headquarters is Nagpur. That is where the old RSS, Kushabha Thakre and all created networks in that part of Madhya Pradesh.
Absolutely. You know? So let's not forget that the BJP has the potential to rally its base very, very quickly and get people to booths. And remember, Narendra Modi is yet to enter the poll. We're going to take a short break. Coming up next, 1 second, I'll come out to you. Don't worry. Chhattisgarh coming up next is going to get very interesting. We might have a surprise. Stay with us.